Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your favorite life coach, Danny Cobbin here. It's Motivational Monday. Every single Monday, we come live talking about motivation. Uh, Not just the way I see it, but the way like life has just showed up to me. Um, I had a notebook where I had a couple things written down that I want to talk about, and oddly enough, it's not here. So I'm just gonna freestyle a little bit for you, and I'll tell you what was in the notebook. Um, so as you all know, I've got a speech coming up, my final speech for my class. But more so than that, it's more about um, just simply what I'm seeing in life. And so, like, I just tell you what I'm seeing, right? Like, today I was actually listening to a scientist talk about consciousness versus a mathematician talking about consciousness. And not that you need to know the extensive details of like what they think, but it was interesting for me to come from the standpoint of I have been seeing more and more that whatever that is inside of us that guides us, that speaks to us, speaks to me in one of a few ways. And one of those ways is problems, challenges, uh, obstacles, whatever you want to call them, right? Usually Monday's one of those things. That's why I'm bringing that up today, just so you know. And so what I'm noticing is that anytime that I am going through something, right? So like over COVID, I have essentially I've seen life differently. Like that's just the facts of it. And I didn't notice that I had seen things differently until I stopped and looked back. It's almost like I never knew in the moment that shifts were happening. And through COVID, I've actually seen that's the case all through my life. Like, I was thinking about the just this morning a video game I love playing called Final Fantasy. And what's important to know is like you could walk down a pathway and there would be a treasure chest at the end, right? Or you could walk down a pathway there would be nothing. There was a part of the game where if you missed lightning a certain amount of times in the desert, you could get this final weapon. I think it was like 100 times. Takes hours to do, right? And but through that, what I learned is like we go all in on like life, right? Like we go all in on life every single day. We go all in on life. We don't know what's going to come of it, right? So I put out a podcast today. It's called How the Bleep Did You Do That? You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on where else is it? iTunes. Like any place you get podcasts, right? And what we're talking about on the podcast is how this guy hit rock bottom, and when he hit rock bottom, that's when he saw that oh, this isn't the way. And look, do we have to hit rock bottom to see that this is or is not the way? Is that what we have to do in order to get that kind of sort of understanding that sort of consciousness? And I'm just finding it that no, we don't. We don't have to hit rock bottom. We don't have to go climb a mountaintop. We don't have to do those things. Although going through the experience kind of in some ways helps us to understand the experience. A fish in water, right? Like a fish in water does not understand that it's in water. And I think the same is true for us, right? Like we don't know. We don't know. But on Mondays, we're like, oh, God, I know it's going to be a bad week. I know it's going to be a bad day. I got things to do. I got to catch up. I got to get ahead. I got to. And it's always, I got to. And we ain't got to. We put that stress on ourselves that I ain't got to. But really, like, on a Monday, what I want you to take away from all this is you good. Like, wherever you are in life is where you are. You can't be anywhere else. So you might be on a pathway to destruction. How do you know? Like, how do you know? And if you do know, right? Do you recognize you're doing it yourself? Like, Is it the drugs? Is it the alcohol? Is it the sex? Is it the vibe? Like, is it that thing that we're talking about that's really causing us this pain, destruction, worry, whatever? Or is it our own personal thoughts about that? Right? Because if I recognize that I'm going down a pathway of destruction, like, and I don't want to do that, I could just stop. But like I said earlier, it's not as easy as recognizing the moment that we need to stop. Right? Like, Danny, I know, like, oh, how am I going to get this figured out? How are we going to do this? I don't understand. Right? But we don't have to figure it out. We don't have to figure it out. Like, you have to figure out when the grass is going to grow. I know, I said that before. Right? Like, do you have to figure out when your babies are going to be able to walk? No. Do you have to figure out when your baby's going to be able to poop? No. Do you have to be able to figure out at work, um, whatever it is you have to figure out, right? Like, do I have to figure out my hairline today? No. Now, it would be nice if I got that cleaned up, right? But I don't have to get it figured out today. That's cool. That's cool. I'm jumping off, man. Like, I'm excited because like it's coming together. Like, I don't know if y'all understand anything I'm saying right now. I could be on another level. I could be talking like Martian or something for all I know. But what I do know is like I'm having fun Martian talking, and it's helping me to get better. I think we as a community are getting stronger. We're finding ways to like communicate with each other so that I can get you guys the information that you guys need and want to know. That's pretty cool, right? And it's all found in the conversation. Every bit of it's found in the conversation. So if you know anybody that is a gamer, right? A gamer, they love to game, they're involved in gaming, any of that stuff, let me know. I ain't trying to coach them right now. I just want to connect with more gamers right now. Now, if you're a parent of a gamer, I want you to tell me what it is that you worry the most about with your kid. I want to know. So just let me know. Like, if you got a like nephew that all he does is game all the time and you're worried about his like future, whatever, let me know. Let me know what it is because I'm curious to know. But yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. We will be back Wednesday with a little bit more of this good stuff. I'm excited because every day we're coming with new content. But check out the podcast. How the bleep did you do that? Check it out. It's good. I got a guy named Thomas Woodland on. I think what we're gonna do is every Sunday you're gonna get a little podcast. It might be every other Sunday. We'll get that figured out for sure. Check it out later. Thank you everybody for joining. I've had fun this morning. Hopefully you get a little gyration and wake up this morning. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your day. Over and out.